A gruesome discovery by firefighters and a young man gunned down while walking home. The murder count jumps by 3 overnight.
We have quite a bit of work to do.
It could cost tens of millions of dollars to address flooding in Pinewood Gardens.
The solution is very extensive and very expensive.
The LPGA tournament wraps up with a generous donation, plus our local spelling bee champ heads to Washington, D.C.
Are you excited about it?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm Nakia DeVoe, and this is NB12 Weekend. Thanks for joining us this Sunday for NB12 Weekend. Topping news tonight, the murder count jumped to 49 last night after 3 more people were killed in New Providence. 2 were burnt beyond recognition and 1 was shot to death on his way home. Investigators spent most of the night moving from one crime scene to the next. The first was a remote bushy area off of Carmichael Road.
Sometime around 6:50 p.m., police responded to reports of what they thought was a bush fire. Once the fire apparatus arrived on the scene, they found that it was, in fact, a vehicle that was engulfed in flame. They moved to extinguish this vehicle.
But firefighters were not prepared for what they discovered next. When the smoke settled, they found the smoldering remains of 2 people. Officer in charge of the Central Detective Unit, Superintendent Paul Roll, said it is too soon to say when or exactly how the pair died, as the bodies were burnt beyond recognition.
One was in the front seat, passenger seat, and the other in the rear seat. One of them appeared to be a female, and one appeared to be a male, as it stands right now. But of course, we'll have to wait the autopsy in order to confirm whether or not that is in fact so.
The car was also burnt beyond recognition, but Roll says they believe it is either a Dodge Avenger or a Dodge Stratus. Our news team was there as investigators collected evidence from the charred vehicle and the surrounding bushes, and the bodies were taken away from the scene. Roll says while there is little evidence to go on, detectives can confidently say the unidentified victims were murdered. He's also confident they will find out who is responsible.
We have every reason to believe that it is a murder. I don't think that the car just got there by itself. And there seem to have been, the vehicles appeared to have been placed there. Did not seem to have a hood on the vehicle, so it's possible that somebody drove it and dumped it there.
And just over 2 hours later, officers were called to another bushy area, this one on Thompson Lane just off of East Street. A young man identified by family members as 23-year-old Shanrio DeVoe was riddled with bullets while taking a shortcut home through a dirt path leading to Strawn's Corner. He was just a few feet away from his house. DeVoe was reportedly walking with another man and a woman when the incident happened. Roll said the suspects were caught moments later.
Acting on information, officers pursued 2 suspects to the Sunlight Village area, where they cornered these both males in an abandoned building. And officers moved in, where they apprehended both of those suspects and recovered a firearm, which we believe is linked to this latest homicide. We'll be dealing with this and hopefully be able to bring some resolution to this matter in a speedy time.
We visited the crime scene again this morning, where we met DeVoe's father and urban renewal officer, Inspector Ricardo Richardson. DeVoe's father, Henry, did not want to be shown on camera, but he did speak with us briefly about his son, who he described as easygoing. The interview only lasted a few seconds. The grieving father was overcome with emotion and walked away in tears.
Tragedy to our family. It come very so sooner than we expected, and it's really been tough over the last 12 hours that I haven't been slept yet. The incident occurred, and Still trying, me and the family, my kids and my wife, we still trying to overcome it. You know, and it's been hard for us before all of this, and now it's even tougher. But we gonna overcome it through the faith of the Lord. And my son, he was very a nice person in the community, well known. He was very loving to everybody.
When things like this happen, we try to come out to reach out to the family to let them know that, listen, you know, you had a tragedy. We understand what you feel. We feel what you feel, and try to foster a better working relationship with that family, because along with the community and the police, we could stomp this crime out. It's going to take us some time, but we just have to let the community know that, listen to me, regardless of who it is, we're not going to tolerate these people within our community.
We're told that DeVoe was getting married at the end of the year. But instead of planning a wedding, his family is now planning a funeral. Friends and family members gathered at his home today to comfort his grieving parents. Again, the murder count now stands at 49. Well, police have one more murder suspect in custody. Officers arrested a third person in connection with the murder of 42-year-old Javon Glinton. Police caught the 28-year-old Cordo Avenue resident around 5:15 this morning. Glinton was shot to death on Wednesday. Police say he was standing outside of a home on Cordo Avenue when a silver car with several occupants pulled up and a man hopped out and shot him several times before the car fled the scene. Police are also questioning a 24-year-old Bahamian man and a 32-year-old woman believed to be a Jamaican national in connection with this incident. Last week's record rainfall once again